In Fremont, this is Sonny. I'm down here at the fire station on Pine Street with Mr. Schneider. How are you doing, Dean?
Doing well.
Hey, man, I tell you what. First of all, I want to thank you for your service and all the firefighters for your community service. You guys do a great job here in Fremont.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
And this is Fire Prevention Week, right?
It is.
Tell us a little bit about Fire Prevention Week.
Fire Prevention Week, it's like one of the oldest nationally observed observances that there are. It's in recognition of, basically started due to the Great Chicago Fire, 1871. It started October 8th, then burned through till October 10th.
Wow.
So Fire Prevention Week is always the week that encompasses October 9th as the week that they've designated for that. In that fire, approximately 250 to 300 people perished.
Wow.
Like I said, it burnt for 2 or 3 days. 2,000 acres burned, 17,500 buildings, about 100,000 homeless people.
Unbelievable. So I know you guys go to the schools and some other activities, but what are some of the main things we need to learn about Fire Prevention Week? I know you got some things in your hand. And
yeah. There's the theme this year from NFPA is Learn the Sounds of Fire Safety.
Yes.
Which goes back to the smoke detectors. We've preached smoke detectors in houses for years. We've got a program where we'll give smoke detectors away and also carbon monoxide detectors.
Now they have different sounds too,
yes,
right?
they're distinctly different sounds, and there are distinctly different numbers of beeps. Your smoke detector, for example, will give you 3 quick, then there'll be a pause, and then 3 more.
Okay.
So that's the smoke detector. Carbon monoxide detector gives you 4 quick beeps and then a pause.
Like a chirp almost.
Yeah. So that's when both of these are in full alarm. Now there are actual differences in the beeps that signify different things, like on your smoke detectors. If you read the back, a lot of people don't always pay attention to that, but if you read on the back, your 1 chirp every 40 seconds tells you that your battery is low. These smoke detectors now are coming out with a battery power pack, so there's not a 9-volt battery in them like there used to be years ago. One of the biggest issues that we've had with the smoke detectors was when someone's cooking, they might burn toast or something that sets the detector off, knowing full well there's not a fire. So parent, guardian, whoever it may be, reaches up, pops the battery out, because every time I'm cooking or every time I take a shower, the steam causes an annoyance in the smoke detector. So now we've disabled that smoke detector, which increases your chances by 55% of getting out of a house safely in the event that there is a fire. Well, as soon as you disable that, now you don't have that early warning and that early protection to give you time, because the smoke detectors are designed to warn you in advance before the fire gets to the stage that you aren't going to be able to escape. So every minute counts when we're talking smoke detectors.
How many of them should we have? Like 1 on every level?
What we recommend is at least 1 on every level of the home.
Okay.
A lot of your basements have your water heaters. They might have a washer and dryer in the basement. So your electric panels a lot of times are in the basement. Obviously, if you've got a ranch style home, we recommend in every bedroom, whether it's 1-story or 2-story, and outside the sleeping areas. Now I say we have a giveaway program where we give detectors out. We don't have enough detectors to provide one for everybody's, every bedroom.
Yes.
But if you've got a basement and a 2-story house, typically we'll provide you with the 3 smoke detectors and a carbon monoxide detector if you've got gas appliances, whether it be a water heater, furnace, dryer, gas stove, anything that's a fossil fuel will create carbon monoxide. Totally electric house, you shouldn't really have to worry about it unless you've got an attached garage, and in the wintertime somebody starts a vehicle in to heat the garage or to heat the vehicle up. They might not think about leaving the garage door open, or you're running a generator. If you lose power in an enclosed space, then obviously a carbon monoxide detector would be beneficial there. But every level of the home, if you don't have one for every bedroom, put them outside the sleeping area, so you've got that covered. And then the carbon monoxide detector, generally We like to see these wherever your gas appliances are, where your furnace is located, things like that. So it gives you the advanced warning of carbon
Okay,
monoxide
so I didn't know
levels.
that, so keep them close to that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, keep them close to the.
Wow. I like how they've changed through the years. It used to be you had to change a battery every year. You still do on some.
Yeah, well, what we recommend on the smoke detectors is test them every month.
Okay.
And then on your carbon monoxide detectors, the same thing. It's got the test button. It says, you know, basically that all of these detectors should be tested monthly. It used to be years ago when we changed our clocks.
Yep, I remember
move
that.
Forward, fall back. We would always change the batteries in our smoke detectors.
Okay.
The other thing to remember as far as fire safety tips, practice your home fire escapes.
I totally agree on that. Yes.
And a good time to check those and test that would also be when the time changes. They recommend every couple or 2 times a year to practice your fire escapes, your home fire escape drill. What I like to tell people is get a blindfold or something, you know, parents, kids,
good idea.
Blindfold yourselves,
right,
and then practice finding your way out.
Because because in smoke you might not
I mean,
have
we're creatures of habit. We always
visions,
go out the same way we come in.
Yeah.
And another thing to do is possibly practice it where that traffic pattern that you always take is now blocked.
Yeah.
And you can't get out that way. So let's find a second way.
Secondary route.
Because we want to make sure we have 2 ways out of every room.
Right.
And find a second way out. And if we've practiced that a few times, then practice that blindfolded. Maybe there's something sitting in front of your back door that you're going to have to move out of the way, and practicing that fire drill now makes you aware that, hey, we shouldn't have that sitting there.
That's true.
It's going to slow down our escape.
Right.
The other thing to remember is once you do get out of the house, you want to stay out. You know, we preach that all the time.
Don't come back. Yeah.
There's nothing in there that's worth going back in after.
Right.
We've had fatalities, you know, nationwide where people have been out. They didn't have a meeting place established. So mom and dad got out, kids got out, and somebody went a different direction. Now mom and dad don't know where one of the children are, even though they're out maybe at a neighbor's across the street or in the backyard.
That's true.
They went a different direction, so mom and dad are panicking, thinking that one of the kids is still inside the house. So instinct is, as a parent, you're
that's
going
a good
in to get
idea.
them.
Have a
and it
point
ends
to
up
go
turning
to.
out. Yeah, we don't want tragedies.
And what about those?
that way.
What about those ladders on the second level? Is that a good
Escape
thing
ladders?
Escape
Yep.
ladders?
Yep.
Okay.
If you don't have like a porch roof or something coming out like across the street, we've got a 2-story house. We've got a front porch. Somebody on that second floor could get out onto that porch and stay there till the fire department gets there. I mean, obviously here we're going to be there real quick.
Yeah.
But not everybody has that luxury.
Right.
So if you've got a second story where there's nothing below it, the escape ladders that you can get at most local hardware stores, your Lowe's, your Ace Hardwares, things like that, will provide you that. It's mounted permanently inside the window, and then in the event that you need to get out, just got to make sure your windows aren't painted shut.
Right.
Periodically open them and practice making sure that the window functions, so you've got that opportunity to use that life safety ladder.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Dean, for all your help and all the great information.
Yeah.
So
not
this
a problem.
Is Fire Prevention Week.
You got it.
Right here at Fremont Fire Department on Pine Street.
October 3rd through the 9th this year.
All right. Thanks, Dean.
Thank you.